Hey, this is Big Girl Diary, and I got a concerning one for you today. Now, um, in the fat acceptance community, body positivity, which I have been against, I thought the body positivity community was selling a bill of goods that leads to a death style. I didn't come out and say it exactly like that, but kind of alluded to it. Now I'm coming out and saying fat acceptance is a death style, body positivity, not on the slender side or the normal side. I'm not talking about people having some type of disfiguration or in any of those things. I'm specifically speaking to obese people, people that have that have extra weight on them. I'm talking about that portion of body positivity. Now, within this movement, which again, caused by the feminist movement, you need to take a seat. You have done enough. Sit down. Okay? Now, the body positivity movement is giving women or telling women whom are already delusional to begin with, Tess Holiday, you're not helping anyone by suggesting being obese is considered a form of anorexia. That's outrageous, foolish. How can I say? It is a putting delusional thoughts into women that are already suffering from low self-esteem to begin with. Now, if that's what you want to do, fine, you do it. But please do not put that on other women who are having a difficult time to begin with. Yes. Now, due to this movement, many people, not many, but there are a number of obese content creators that have lost their lives due to this death style. It's beyond sad. It is beyond sad. Now, a content creator by the name of Blair White. I think Miss Blair White. I think Miss Blair White did a great job speaking on this topic. And she should not be attacked, called fatphobic, none of those ignorant things. That is ridiculous and shameful because someone is is showing care and love. And sometimes love has to be brutal to the person that's receiving it. And I'm not saying physically, but I'm saying mentally because there are some people in this world that need to be upside the hip. That needs a call. And I gotta say, I can be hard headed, most definitely, until my doctor gave me a wake up call because I was a part of that delusional stuff. Oh, I may be big, but yeah, but I'm healthy. I may be big, but I don't have diabetes until you do get diabetes, until you do get high blood pressure. And those two diseases alone are 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 caused by behaviors. And because you don't want to get your butt up out of the chair and walk or do things differently, but instead you want to, through body positivity, to force people to come to your way of thinking. It is, and it's being promoted as some type of, oh my goodness, it's being promoted as some type of badge of honor. Yes, that acceptance. Accept me as I am because I wear that badge. No, I'm not going to get up. I'm not going to walk around. I'm not going to do any of those things. No, I will not. But you're going to accept me because I'm telling you to. And if you don't, then you are fat phobic. No, not fat phobic. No, they're just calling you up on your BS and calling you up on your delusion that everyone is supposed to bow down to you. It got so bad to where there was a content creator that actually suggested that that cafeterias should have bigger seats. No, businesses should not have to cater to the minority. That is ludicrous. It is. Maybe, just maybe, in the fat girl or body positivity community, and when I say that, I'm still talking about people that are obese, that have extra weight on them, should lose it or lose some in order to be able to fit within society. That right there, that people, businesses should not have to cater to that. No. And then to add insult to injury, this is the worst part. And that is that society has to conform to your delusion. Yes, I am pointing at you. And as I'm pointing at you, I'm well aware that I have three fingers pointing back at myself, most definitely. I put myself within this because even though that I'm not a part of the body positivity community, no, I fight against it. But however, I am a big girl and I'm well aware of that. And and I have to say, there were times to where I fell into that delusion, little here, little there, by saying, making some of the dumbest statements, by saying, I may be big, but I'm still healthy. That is the dumbest thing anyone could say. And I made that statement. Well, keep in mind, as I said in many other videos, people have preferences. And in this delusional community, and I do not use that term loosely because you are delusional, to where you would tell a man that they have to accept you as you are. But then you have preferences. You want him to be tall, you want him to be fit, you want him to be handsome, but you want to be on his arm. Okay. Everyone's dream is someone else's nightmare. True. Again, as I looked at these young people losing their lives over over a movement that promotes the death style. And whenever a movement or a fad occurs and there are all types of people in it, whether if you're big, big, obese, unhealthy obese, or whether if you're on the other side of the spectrum, all coming together and speaking their grievances about the way society behaves, which, yes, it can be a little cruel, most definitely. But sometimes you may need a little bit of cruelty to push you along to get you to where you need to be. Sometimes, in order to show someone love, you have to give them tough love because people have been coddling them, meaning the fat acceptance community. Kudos to you, to Miss Blair White. I know it wasn't easy, especially given the backlash that you have received, but I love the fact that you have tough skin and that you didn't care about what they said, but your message was out of love. I saw it and I wasn't offended. I thank you. I thank you for that, Blair, because that showed love. And sometimes love will take a person and to make them look at themselves, truly look at themselves and say, hey, I can do better. Because I know I don't like I don't like the way I feel. I don't like the fact that I can't walk down a flight of steps because my kneecaps hurt, or I don't like the walking up steps because it's too much for me to carry. And not carrying on with accept me as I am. No. Blair basically said, in a nutshell, and this is what I got out of it, I love you enough to tell you, lose weight. You are valuable. You are loved. Thank you, Blair. Thank you. And feminists, you need to sit down because the feminist movement needs to get into other avenues to stay relevant. If you want to stay relevant, why don't you take a seat and let people come to you? You don't put your agenda onto other people because so far you have been doing a horrible job, terrible job. You've done enough. Women have a lot of equality now. Thank you, but you have overextended your welcome. Having said that, we have to promote not a death style, but a lifestyle. And Tess Holiday, um, you have a lot of blood on your hands because by you, yes, you, Tess Holiday, by telling people that you are anorexic is that is the most reckless disregard of the truth that you're espouting by saying that you're anorexic. Not only are you stomping on people's true pain that do suffer from anorexia, but within the same breath you're making a mockery of them because you haven't missed a meal. Not one damn meal. Actually, you had a couple of other meals at that. But that is a reckless thing to do, a hurtful and harmful thing to do. And you need to be stopped from making statements like that because you're not helping anyone at all. If it's anything, you are glorifying the death style. Not only in the United States, but then you go around the world saying this stuff, adding more women, bringing more women into the delusion. And I have to say, right there's borderline evil. But having said that, please, death style is not the way. We need the lifestyle. Diabetes, high blood pressure is nothing to play around with. I got that knock on my door. Now, I have an opportunity to change it. I have that opportunity. But those who have gone far into the body positivity movement finally want to change their mind, to change their life, but they have done too much damage to their bodies to where when they did start to lose weight, it was too late and they lost their lives for a foolish movement. The first love is self love. You have to love yourself into doing right by yourself. And we have to look at our bodies as a temple, something to be valued and to be taken care of. I'm working on that journey. I did a lot to get here. I'm going to have to do a lot to get out of it. Please put something in the comments section. Like, subscribe, and please share.